I would like to give a special nail art shout out to I Love Nails, Nikki, April Shorty, and his Honey Nails for being the first 4 to comment on my last video. I thank you ladies also very much.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you.
Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get into today's set. So today's set is a duck nails set, and I did apply everything off camera, and I'm using a peel off. For today, I'm using this Moravon Polygel in the shade of 148, and it is like a nude shade with a really pretty shimmer in it. So this is just going to be the base of all my nails. So I'll pretty much be doing every nail with this same color. But I'm starting with the first bead, and just like any other nail, I do start pretty much where the tip and the natural nail meet to the free edge. I'm taking my Polygel brush with some slip solution, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat this right into the nail. And you know, just make sure I keep it the shape that the nail already is, and then blend that back. I cannot remember with this one. I think with Moravon, I did have to like flash cure in between each nail to make sure that nothing ran. But after doing this nail, I'll be able to remember. I do my nail sets pretty far in advance sometimes to where I cannot remember exactly how I did it, especially if it's like a peel off. I just can't remember sometimes how I do them. But I do feel like I gave it a flash cure because this one is a little bit different. Well, no, I didn't. Okay, so I guess Moravon is an okay consistency with Polygel because I just moved right over to the next one. And that's one of the key things with Polygel that you ladies want to look out for, or gentlemen want to look out for, is the consistency. So if it has a good consistency that's not real runny, you can do more than one nail at a time, which to me is one of the most best features of Polygels. I typically would prefer to be able to do all my first beads because I love the 2-bead method. So I would always like to do all of my first beads and then move on to the second bead. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and apply all of my first beads and then give this a full 30-second cure in the lamp. And see, y'all, I almost forgot. I'm actually going to apply these flower glitters into the wet Polygel first before I even cure it. So right now, all of my nails are still wet, and I'm just randomly placing these flowers into that wet Polygel to be cured. So I'm basically encapsulating some flower glitters in today's nail set and just showing you how I do it. So the flowers I placed, it wasn't really a reason why I chose the colors I chose. I just wanted a really festive, bright spring/summer type of nail set for this easy tutorial. It's a very easy tutorial showing you how to apply the Polygel to your fingertips and also encapsulate flowers. So after I set all the flowers into the wet Polygel, I then give it a full 30-second cure. And then I go back in and do the same thing with the thumb. I'm basically just applying that first bead. I'm going to leave it wet and apply some of those flower glitters and give it a 30-second cure. So here's where I go in and apply the second bead. So I'm going to place a pretty good amount right before you get to the cuticle. Taking my Polygel brush, which is dipped in some 91% isopropyl alcohol, I am going to start by the cuticle and make it nice and flushed. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull the second bead into the first already cured bead. Now, I also really liked this Polygel in particular because it was like kind of translucent or jelly, because when I did blend it, I kind of feared it would cover up my flowers, which wouldn't have been a problem. It would have been pretty cute too, I still think. But it actually didn't. Everything still showed up pretty great, and I really like that. So after applying the second bead to all of my nails, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 30-second cure in my lamp. And then I'm going to go in with P001 from Moravon, which is a clear polygel, and I'm going to encapsulate those glitters. So my main focus right now are the glitters. I do feel like if I were to wear these, I would have needed a little bit more of an apex. I mean, I don't know. The shape of this nail is just too wide for me. I honestly don't think I would be able to function daily with these. Like, they're cute, they're okay, but they're just a little bit too wide for me. So you see me here, I kind of focused where the glitters were, but then I went ahead and just pulled anything extra all the way back to the cuticle just to kind of cover the whole nail. You want to make sure you're not making anything real lumpy, bumpy, and uneven. So I pretty much just evened out all of the polygel over the nail when it came to encapsulating. And you do want to make sure that every glitter is covered so that when you do go in and file, shape, and buff, you're not filing off any of those glitters. Everything is set and cured in place. So I'm basically going to repeat the same thing over all of my nails. I'm going to apply the clear and focus more so on covering all of the glitters. And whatever excess I have, I will go ahead and blend that back towards the cuticle area, just to make sure again that everything is nice and even. I do think on the rest of my nails I just went ahead and put a full bead from the cuticle to the free edge, meaning that I knew I was going to be applying clear there anyways, just to make everything a little bit more seamless. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And thank you so very much to anyone that does take their time to watch my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Watching my videos to the end actually helps me out quite a bit. If you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. It means everything. And if you've been subscribed, new or old, I love you so much, and I am so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. Once everything is all cured, I'm taking a lint-free wipe with some alcohol and just rubbing down the nails to take off that sticky inhibition layer. Then I'm going in with a mandrel and a sanding band of 180 grit, and I'm going to go ahead and get to filing. So I start around the cuticle, make sure that's nice and flushed. And again, because it is a pull off, I go up and down with the drill just to try to make everything nice and smooth with no lumps and bumps. Again, typically if this was not a peel off set, I would definitely go in with a hand file and file my polygel, because polygel is such an easy product to file. That's typically the best option so that you're not over filing or anything like that. But I'll let you continue watching me file the nail. Then I'm going to go in with the hand file and just go ahead and crisping up the sides and the free edge. I want to watch a few videos and see how they're doing these deep fringes. I don't know how to describe it, but it's way more curved at the free edge. Super cute, super snatched. I'm going to watch a few videos to figure that out so I can give y'all some snatched duckies. Then I'm going to go in with a mini buffer and just buff the shine off of all of the nails. Well, there's not shine, y'all. I'm half asleep doing my voiceover, but I'm going to buff the nails and make everything nice and smooth onto the nails. Buffing also does take out any further lumps and bumps that you may see in your nail set. It's just a really nice way to finish up and polish the nails after filing. Then I'm going back in with that lint-free wipe and alcohol and just wiping down all the nails just to remove any of the dust that's onto the nails. I'm going in now and applying a juicy layer of top coat over all of the nails. And this pretty much sums up the set. I just wanted to keep it simple, cute, and give the spring vibes at the same time. So pretty much after I top coat, I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. Off camera, I do apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. Super cute. I love encapsulating glitters. I feel like it's something really easy to do. I love the shimmer of the actual polygel. If you can actually see, it's really, really pretty. But comment down below and let me know what you think of this glitter set. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Remember to be the very best you that you can be, and much love to all.